So this just came to me. Basically, I could try to help you to see where I can see from. You can grasp the things that we speak about. You can understand them through logic, education. You understand what's happening. You know the study of biology. You know the study of astrology. You know sciences. You've applied these sciences. You know them to be true. They have been proven as fact. Feel these sciences. So the natural consciousness is who I am, is what I represent. I don't represent the collective consciousness, which is a derivative. The collective is, you already know what the collective consciousness is. It's the culture that we have been brought up in. The collective consciousness is the consciousness that the masses is tuned into. If you not only social media but mainstream media, if you will, magazine articles, things of that nature, these are part of the collective consciousness. And what falls in the collective consciousness? All different type of awarenesses, whether they be on a low vibrational frequency or vibrating on a high vibrational frequency. All of these consciousness are within the collective consciousness. Now, what hovers above all is the natural consciousness. Now, what is the natural consciousness? The I. The I, the source. The I. You broke off from that I into me, into you, into everyone you've ever met, into everything else that exists. All stems from the I. Every person, every place, everything, be it anything, comes from this, from that I. The I is the primordial waters. The I is the quantum field of possibilities. The I is the nothingness, the all, what we stem from. Again, we broke ourselves up into many pieces. You, me, her, water, apple, tree, car, whatever. Everything is God. The collective consciousness. There are demonic forces, there are angelic forces. You're either a high vibrational frequency of the collective consciousness or a low vibrational frequency of it. Now, the low vibrational frequency of it, we all familiar with what that is. The bigotry, the war, the devastation, that which has riddled the planet, that is negative, that does not help the prosperity of humanity, which is truly what the natural consciousness is, leading us back to. Now, the high vibrational frequency of the collective consciousness is the esoteric information, the metaphysical information, the spoken word clubs, and the everything that is the closest, everything that is near and dear to getting close. Everything that's leading you back to the natural consciousness is in the collective consciousness. However, they're missing one detail, and that one detail is nature. That is all. They speak of the ancestors, but they do not realize that they are the ancestors. For the ancestors not only vibrated on the high frequency of the existence of the all, but instead they vibrated on a natural consciousness, which they understood and deified the elements and nature. Neter, Mama Earth, Gaia. They were completely immersified in it. Everything they did came from respect and reverence toward the earth. Earlier I was having a build and I was talking about how even the ancestors who were the indigenous of this land used the buffalo to survive. And I talked about how the buffalo soldiers were really soldiers who were sent to kill the buffalo and starve them out through that tactic. But what I'm saying is those ancestors ate meat and stuff like that, but they revered the meat that they ate. You understand? Because they were part of the natural consciousness. Now, how do you intensify and accelerate your connection to the natural consciousness? What you do is you tap back into all that is natural, from natural living to natural foods. Everything must come from everything you must interact with, and try to interact with it from a natural place and keep it in its natural state. And then you begin to see things for what they truly are. You begin to break apart everything. You don't see the structure of the building after you see the materials that went into the creation of this architecture. You look at everything from a natural consciousness. Now, a lot of master teachers and gurus, a lot of these people have the information that proves scientifically, metaphysically, through facts, objectively, time and time over again, that we are gods. Ye are gods. All of the ancient texts, all of the biblical teachings, the Nation of Islam's, the Hebrew Israelites, everyone who teaches us, everyone who's came to us, they all have broken up from the I into many pieces. They are all part of the collective consciousness. Some of them vibrate on a high vibrational frequency of it. Some of them vibrate on a low vibrational frequency of it. But all of them are all trying to get back to what? The natural consciousness. The natural consciousness is living indigenously. The natural consciousness is living close to our ancestors. The natural consciousness is getting back to a place where we can truly begin to sustain ourselves, and from a free place, from a holistic place, we can begin to heal and truly be free. We must free the mind before we can free the body. So you have to understand that the natural consciousness, which is what you tapped into, is the highest frequency of consciousness, because that is where it all stems from. That is everything retracting all the way back to the I. The I is who you truly are, what you truly are. Every night you go back to the I. Every time you go to sleep, every time you meditate, every time you have a thought, it is coming from, it is going to that I. You are the I, natural I. That is me. We are all the I. My piece is natural I. Natural because I want to remind myself through my name to vibrate on a natural consciousness at all time. Because through emotions, through our astrological energies, after we break ourselves into many pieces, we come with different identities, energies, all pieces. All these different pieces come with their own energies and identities. Now, the thing is mastering self. You master yourself. What are all these leaders trying to lead you to? They're trying to lead you to go into your most deepest self. Your most innest, most deepest self is the I. The I is your light body, your highest self, your God body, your true essence. The I that you break away from every night, and you have like a contractual agreement to come back and continue to get the lessons that your soul needs. Some of us are here for karmic purposes. Some of us are here to be a trumpet, an instrument, a symbol for others. Some of us are here because it is our last incarnation. It is our last time on this existence. For we are here for the last hoorah. We are here. We chose to portal in this day and time only to be part of the resistance, only to make sure that the fight is fought. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody who's talking to you online, if they're not leading you back to the natural consciousness, you have to understand, but remain very humble, that they're missing pieces, that they still haven't connected the pieces that you have. They still have not made the connection that all is the I. When you go back to nature, what it does is it helps and it intensifies the cleansing process. When you're vegan, when you begin to do all these things, all it does is it strengthens your Merkaba. You are a spaceship. There are no aliens. You are an alien. This is a mental plane. You come from a place that emanates nothing but beauty, nothing but perfection, nothing but divinity. You are it, and it is you. You are everything. The I is your complete self, right? That is the thing that you pray to. That is the thing that hears your every thought. Now this right here, that's me, that's you, that's the astrological energy that comes with us. That's a car, that's a geographical location, that's everything that exists comes from that I, be it good, be it bad. Be it a low vibrational frequency, be it a high vibrational frequency. Everything comes from the I. But the highest frequency that is on a vibratory level, as far as the I is concerned, is the natural frequency. When you go back into nature, you tap back into your light body. You tap back into your spiritual attunement. You tap back into your cosmically ordained powers. You are able to manifest. You are able to create the things that you need to create without any interruption, any middleman, any insulation. You can go directly from the natural consciousness, usurp the collective consciousness, not even have to vibrate on the low vibrational frequency of it. Travel the Kundalini, yes, but from the natural consciousness back to the I. And from the I back to the natural consciousness. This is how we vibrate. We vibrate from the natural consciousness to the I, from the I to the natural consciousness. For we cannot remain in the I because God chose to break itself up and experience low vibrational frequencies of the collective consciousness and high vibrational frequencies of the collective consciousness. Now, the highest of them all is the natural consciousness. It is the most purest, it is the most tranquil, the most humblest. It is dis-ease free, it is chaos free, it is tranquil, it is serene. That is the natural consciousness. Now, you do not have to vibrate on a low vibrational frequency to be an ascended master. You can travel the Kundalini. You do not have to stoop below the vibrational frequency of consciousness that you've ascended. That's done with. Now, collective consciousness, natural consciousness. You're either on a high vibrational frequency or on a low vibrational frequency. Every single night you go back to the I. The I is your full self. Your full self broke itself up, right? To experience all of this. Now, every night you have a spiritual contract and you choose to come back. So you have to do the right thing every day. If you're not tapping back into what is natural, if you're not going back to nature, if you're not drinking of the earth, living of the earth, speaking of the earth, eating of the earth, if you are not of the earth, you are not of me. I am not of you. If you haven't heard these words today, I love you. I'm going to redo this video. I just wanted to get these thoughts out because I was having this I was trying to express this in my mind, but although now I can see what I was, saying, I'm going to have to retouch this up. It's like a light code coming to me, but at the end of the day, I have to strengthen my connection to the sun so I can receive this code even better, even more properly, so I can be able to articulate it in a more effective manner, because I'm sure there are those who understand what I'm saying. There are those who are trying to understand what I'm saying. There are those who don't understand what I'm saying. But all is one. And what I am saying is, if you are going back to your indigenous ways, if you are trying to mimic and become the ancestors once again, born in God body in human form, in this day and time, then you are of me. If you are not, then you are not. Then you are not. And you have no choice. You are the chosen. You are the I. You vibrate on the natural consciousness. So peace to the gods, peace to the earth. Share this video. I will be doing it over. I will be doing it over. So at the end of the day, I am you and you are me. So you have to do the best that you can with what you have, so I can do the best that I can with what I have. So you have to get to where you need to go, because I have to get to where I need to go. So peace.